Hey Taurus, I just recorded a video for you without any sound. So this one should come out nice and quickly. This is a reading for the full moon in October 19. Would you believe my mind moves so fast? I easily lose track of how many times I've shuffled. I could shuffle without talking, but where's the fun in that? Alright, Taurus. Getting some alone time. Because you need to clear up your head. Because you're really upset because someone's not returning your feelings. And it... Alright. Tell me about this 5 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles reversed. 6 of Wands. Oh, okay. You're not upset. Some of you might be, but it's more you are uncomfortable. Not quite confused, more like disconcerted. Things are changing, you don't know how to feel about it. No, more like new emotions. Because you've changed your mindset. It's almost, you've been working on changing things in your life. Working on changing your life. Because it's something you really wanted or didn't want. You had a focus. You had a... And you finally start seeing it change. And so you're not sure. Okay, tell me about this 6 of Swords. The second position. Those are both 6 of Taurus, by the way. So, something you're thinking about, something you really want. Oh boy. Really want it. Really want it. I could look into it, but it's probably different for different people watching this video. In case you wonder why my readings are so abstract, they have to be at least one level abstract. Okay, so really wanted it, you want it, dream of it. It's, if you had it, oh my god, it is everything. That's, maybe you see other people with it and you think that's what I want. But don't understand how to get it. Don't understand why you don't have it? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Yeah. So you know what? That's fine. Other people have it. I don't have it. You know, whatever. This is your thoughts. I don't want to be ungrateful. You might be thinking that. This is what I'd be thinking if I was you. I don't want to be ungrateful. You know, spiritual person. I'm gonna practice some acceptance. Okay? Ooh, I dare say you were working on other stuff. There you go. This thing isn't working on other stuff in your life. Okay, maybe I can't have this one thing. Maybe I'm asking too much. I don't think I'm asking too much, but I don't have it. Whatever, okay? There's other stuff I can work on. I'm gonna work on something that I'm working on. And that thing that I'm working on is working. But I don't still have the thing that I want. But whatever, you know, I should be happy about it, okay? I don't know why it's not working. Whatever. I've got lots of other good stuff in my life. You know, almost like, and I agree with you. What's the point? You know, I could focus on things to get unhappy about. But I'm gonna focus on what's getting me happy. But, because you're getting stuff that is good, but it's not what's in your heart of hearts. It's kind of making you reclusive, right? Let me get some clarifiers on this hermit in 3rd position. Interesting. Okay. You're a strong person, Taurus. You're a strong person. You have a burning desire. And the only thing stronger than it is your discipline. Somehow, through superhuman feats of psychological alchemy, you are turning this desire, to get this thing that you want but you don't understand, into your ability to get other stuff that you can get. It's good. It's good. That's very proficiency in. I call it waterbending. You could call it emotional transmutation. I don't want to get too esoteric. And you're waiting. That's why you're a recluse. For the most part. You're like, what's the point in going out, okay? What's the point in going out? Don't really have too much to celebrate. I mean, obviously you can celebrate, anyone can celebrate. But you're like, you know what, I don't have too much to celebrate. I actually don't really have what I want. And in the meantime, because you're waiting for it. You're actually waiting for what you want. That's what you've done. You've gone. The philosophy is something like, if it's outside my control, it's going to come to me. So I'm going to instead focus on everything within my control. No criticism from me so far. We'll get, just a general idea, this is like what's happening and this is like advice, the second row. So you're waiting, but it makes you look like a bit of a recluse. And what's also happening is, it's not just that you're waiting, it's that you're processing this desire. You are experiencing having a pull towards something that you can't get to. And so you're like, why am I pulled towards it? And what is it? And what is it about it that's pulling me towards it? So it's very introspective, right? And it's very passive. Mother of Cups, Queen of Cups. If you know a little bit about Taurus. But okay, it's hard. Okay, it's hard to have a desire that is unfulfilled. I'll clarify. I think it's going to tell me what this desire is, to be honest, because I don't see what else it could be. But, you know, for the most part, I'm a card reader, so if I stop reading cards, I'm not really doing my job. I mean, I do give a little bit of advice too. Alright. Can you restate? Two of Cups in the 4th position. Two of Cups reversed. Yeah. Okay. So you're waiting. Whatever it is you want. I mean, I'd say for like the majority of you, it's a relationship. Not only because it's the Two of Cups, but because it's a tarot. But you know, it could be work, it could be a job. If you don't know what I'm talking about, and you don't know what it is that you really want, but you're not going after, or you're not sure, or you don't like admitting to yourself, like, I don't, you know what I mean? Say, I really want this job, but I don't think I can get it, or person, but first, let's say, I really want this job, but I don't think I should get it, so I'm going to tell myself that I don't want it, because then it makes me feel better. Or even you're like, you know what, Archer? You're like, I don't know what's inside my heart of hearts. I feel an emptiness for something, but I don't know what it is. Could well be the case. In either of those cases, you don't want to admit it to yourself. It's almost actually, because it's so uncomfortable, Eight of Swords, because it's so upsetting, you feel so unsatisfied, you're so without it, you don't want to think about it. In fact, you've been wrapping it in all this logic. Say, for example, I feel like I can't get that job, so therefore I don't want it, and if I did get it, I wouldn't like it, right? And then, who knows if that's true? But if you just tell yourself that without a reason to think it, you know what I mean? You're just wrapping what is otherwise a true emotion in logic, and it's like inside your mind. It's like you can't get to the emotion because you've gone like, oh no, there's nothing here, look away, or you've like tried to be like, well, even though I want it, I actually don't want it, because whenever I want it, I feel bad, and I don't like feeling bad, therefore I don't want it. Something like that. They could be simpler, they could be way more complicated versions of what I'm alluding to, but if you don't know what it is, that's what you need to work on. That's why you're in this state of introspection. That is why, how would this look like? It's not a depression, but it's like a demotivation. So it's not like I don't want to do anything, you're just like, I don't want to start anything new. You know what I mean? I can go to work and I can get up, that's fine. But lacking creativity, I'm not really looking forward, or you know what I mean? I'm not really planning for the future. Yeah, that's your angels or unconscious or the universe. I won't get religious, but I mean, you know, you could say God. That's external factors in your reality directing your attention and energies towards introspection, right? The outside world has lost its sparkle because you are needing to divert your attention inwards, to remove all of these mental barriers and like barbed wire, like there's emotion. You've wrapped barbed wire around your own heart. This might be a bit hyperbolic or extreme, but just picture it. You wrapped barbed wire around your own heart, say, so that other people can't hurt it. But as a result, your heart can't grow, because when it does, it gets spiked. Or it also means you can't approach it. You can't see what's in your heart because you've wrapped all these thoughts and ideas and ideals and perhaps even ideologies around your feelings. Obviously that won't change it. I'm sure you can recognize this if given in such straightforward terms. So whatever your emotional state is, whatever it is that you're desiring, and here's what it is. that thing that you're desiring, it doesn't work because when you put emotion into it, you don't get emotion out. Okay? Be it a job, when you put effort and you put, you know what I mean, you put soul, or a relationship, obviously, is the most symbolic. You approach with affection, or even you allow yourself to like it. It seems to not be responded. Possibly even you feel bad for what you get in return. In the extreme. Different people watching this video will have different degrees of these energies. Okay, but the situation is, it is not ready. Things need to change first, and they are changing. Okay, I'll give you some spiritual advice here. Here is the alchemical way. Okay, I'll give it to you, say, in the form of prayer. You can have whatever religious beliefs you want. However, the metaphysical, your emotions, mindset, attitude, does have influences on your reality. There are various mechanisms, so enough to take it as true that what's going on in your head will affect your reality. Okay, so if there's something you're not ready for, don't feel bad about not being ready for it. Don't feel upset that you don't already have it. Here's what you do. You say universe. You could say angels or God. I recognize that I'm not ready for it, and I want you to teach me what I need to know. Okay? Now, there is another component to this instance. It's that simple. And you can, as you learn more, you can refine it further. So let's say you realize, because when you send a message out like that, you will see it be reflected in your reality. You'll be doing something, say you'll be on Facebook, checking your newsfeed, and out of nowhere a post will come up. Here are some, say, uncommon ways that relationships go wrong. And then you read it and you go, oh my god, yes, that's what I do. Okay? So, once you realize that you're not ready for something, that is a good thing. Because now you can simply ask the world, now that I know I'm not ready, I am willing to find out in what ways I'm not ready, and I am willing to learn what I need to get what I want. That's the first thing. The second thing is, right, things need to change in your life. Okay? This can be a little bit harder. But metaphysically, psychologically, within your own mind, you're gonna have to say, okay, I know, because of all this introspection, I know what I want. I also know that I don't know how to get it. Okay? And a lot of people that have what I want say, when I ask them, how did you get it? They don't seem to know. Okay, so I'm willing, for example, you could say, I'm willing not to know. Okay, I'm willing for you to teach me anything that I don't know. And here's the harder part. I'm willing for you to change anything that needs changing. Okay? The harder part is coming up, but we'll get there. Okay? So I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to accept that I might be doing something wrong. And be willing to accept that you might be doing wrong. If you're not willing to accept it, that's fine. Just keep not having it, okay? Until it gets so upsetting that you don't have it, that you're like, you know what? I'm sick of this now. Then you say, universe, tell me what I need to know and change what I need to change. Now, when this happens, I learned this philosophy when I was practicing chaos magic. You don't know what needs to change, and so you have to let things change in your life, okay? This is the second half of magic. This is what the alchemists don't know, but the astrologers do. Okay? That was a bit esoteric. Because you are living in a life more complicated than your mind can understand, there are things which you have to surrender to the universe. Okay? There are things which you have to say, I want this and I want you to give it to me. But in order to do that, you have to be willing to let your life change outside your control. Okay? So when things start changing, you've got to let them change, and you've got to trust that they are changing to get what you want. This is more broadly hope, okay? Even if things look bad, you are going to maintain your hope for the future. The final thing, and I think I'll wrap it up here, I'll do one more card. Won't worry about these ones. We've gone through enough advice to get you through, I think, the week. The final thing is you need to foster, you need to harbor, you need to collect, you need to grow and harvest and store worthiness for whatever it is that you want. Now, I say grow because I don't think it is merely a psychological thing. If you feel unworthy for something, simply telling yourself, say, you've read some metaphysics, or as is known more commonly, self-help, and you've learnt or you figured out that if you feel unworthy for it, you won't receive it. Which is true. Broadly speaking, that's true. Now, you go, okay, fine. I'll just feel worthy for it. Done. Problem solved. Here you go, universe. Here's my address. Please send it here as soon as possible. But you wait and it doesn't happen. That's not enough, okay? If you feel unworthy for something, it is because if the source of that unworthiness is within your control, then it is your responsibility and you are required to fix that thing before you'll get it. You understand? Say, for example, I do not feel worthy for this person because I'm not very fit. I have a feeling this is going to cause some controversy. Feel free to send me your thoughts via email or comments. I feel I'm not fit enough to be with this person. Simply telling yourself that you are fit enough does not solve the problem. That's a delusion, right? Running away to someone else who will accept you at your level of unfitness will not solve the problem. Okay? The only thing that's solving the problem is making yourself more fit. This can be true on an emotional level. I feel I'm too emotional. This can be true on an indulgence level. I feel like I can't be with this person because I can't control myself around alcohol. This is true for a number of things. Usually anything that is in a direction away from hedonism. So, you need to honestly assess the source of your unworthiness. If it is something you can't control, say for example something in your past that you have no opportunity to change, something like that. I mean, there's always room for redemption and rectification. But for the most part, if it's something outside your control, or you feel it's just something that if you feel it's something that you can't change, then that might be an unhealthy source of lacking worthiness, right? You know, I feel I'm unworthy just because I'm the wrong person, there's nothing I can do about it. That would to me indicate that that's a source of insecurity, which in itself can be changed. If it is something that needs to be changed, but it's very hard, okay, you can either do something about it, right? Or you can not do something about it and let it go on a bit longer until you want it so much that you can't stand it anymore, because these feelings don't go away. Until you want it so much you can't stand it anymore, and then when it's too much, you can do what you need to do. Either way, I feel no need to rush you. So, yeah. Now, the last thing I'll look into is where this is going. So, in the same message but in different words, the magician in position number 1. Jumpy. Yeah, okay. Where's this going is essentially nowhere. That's not to say that you won't get it, but that is to say this situation, your journey towards your heart's desire, will not change in the upcoming week if you do nothing about it. So no opportunities lost, no opportunities gained, no sense of urgency. Yeah. Those 3 things: being willing to accept that you might be doing something wrong, and then learning. Being willing to accept you might be doing something wrong, asking the universe, or even if you feel like you know someone who has the answer, then obviously go to them. That's equally part of the world as anything else. Or if you feel like I know what I need to do. I need to read this book. I need to go to this seminar. Say, if you feel like you know the next steps, those are the first places you should try. Right? Willing to learn how you need to change, willing to let or to make changes in your life, and willing to fix or understand and then fix how you relate to yourself. Those three things. If you do nothing, and it seems like everything else, yeah, if you do nothing, you'll be here next week. You have this week, you have the entire freedom to introspect. No judgment, just inward looking and openness. Try to clear out the clutter around your emotions. If you can't feel them, you can't be directed by them, you can't use them, you can't learn from them. So whatever it is that's blocking them, whether or not you use that block as a self-defense or as a defense, now is the week to remove those and start figuring out what's going on inside. Once you know what's going on inside, start making changes, and then you will get what you want. Or at least you will move to the next stage of this spiritual journey. Thank you to everyone who watched. If you like this video, I would like if you left it a like. If you disliked it, you can dislike it. If you have any ideas, if you have any corrections, if I read something incorrectly, say, please leave a comment or send me an email. If you have any comments, if there's something you'd like to talk about, leave a comment, send me an email. I really like doing private readings. If you would like to buy a private reading, I'd be happy. Please email me below. And I hope you learn how to make life everything you want it to be. Take care.